Hello, and thanks for joining me. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're ready to take your online results to the next level. My name is Bob Berry, and I'm the creator of the Human Computer Mastermind Academy and the Human Computer Mastermind System. I'm an e-learning and user experience author, consultant, developer, and teacher. My creative and professional focus is the art and science of human-computer interactions and how that man-machine interface drives so much of what happens in the world today, and that includes the online programs and endeavors that you and your team are involved in. This e-workshop that you're about to view will show you how to produce vastly better business results with the online interactive systems you present to your prospects, users, and customers. So much of what we're all trying to accomplish now relies heavily on an effective, relevant, and engaging interactive presence or set of online programs or virtual interfaces with real people in the real world. Mastering the principles in this workshop is critical for almost any business, profession, venture, or endeavor you choose to pursue. Now, throughout this material, I'll refer to the IPG, which stands for Interactive Panels of Glass. There are literally billions of IPGs in the world today, and I want to help you master the best ways to present those to the people that determine your success. That includes all of the information and value that you put behind those panels of glass for the world to see, use, and consume. I'll also refer to HCI repeatedly, which of course stands for Human-Computer Interactions, as well as the extensive science of how people use, interact with, and apply technology on all their devices in their daily lives and work. So, let's take a look at the future and consider where all these human-computer interactions are headed. Do we think the computer interfaces are going to get simpler? I don't think so. We should be prepared for artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, voice controls, and countless new gadgets, widgets, features, and functions. So, will your business or your endeavors rely less on interactive programs? I don't think that's going to happen either. With an ever-increasing portion of businesses, including transactions, moving online, more and more of what we do is going to be entirely digital and virtual. Do we think users are going to be less sophisticated or less demanding in what they put behind and use on their little panels of glass? No, that's not happening either. Worldwide, people are becoming more aware of, more dependent upon, and in some cases even more addicted to their devices and their panels of glass. Do we think device features and functions are going to get simpler or dumber? We all know that's not going to happen. If you look at an iPhone or an Android from just a few years ago compared to today, it's amazing how much things have advanced. Everybody now carries a miniature supercomputer in their pocket. So what about internet and broadband speeds? Are those going to slow down? No, I don't think so. We're already starting to see 5G, increasing bandwidth in public places. We already have Wi-Fi on airplanes, hotspots on our phones, and we all have these huge data plans. What about your competitors? Are they going to get dumber and care less about this? No, that's not happening either. The tools and systems that I'm going to share with you are getting easier, cheaper, faster, and more intelligent. And they're available to everyone, and that includes all of your competitors. So clearly the future is going to get more complex, higher speeds, and users are going to demand more and more from us. I want to get into more details, but first let me tell you a little bit more about me. From my hometown here in Colorado Springs, at the base of Pikes Peak, I write, teach, develop online learning systems, and conduct a variety of in-depth research for all kinds of clients across the globe, and I've done that for the last 20 years. All of this is focused on helping businesses and professionals master their own public human-computer dynamics. Since the early days of the internet and the web in the mid-90s, I've worked directly with hundreds of clients, their thousands of users, and all the interactive systems. Here are just a few of the global rock stars that I've worked with in this graphic. I can show you how to make human-computer interactions visible, and then I'll show you a brilliant, insightful, and proven art and science with a focused, well-defined set of interaction principles that you can apply to take all you do online to the next level. So before we get into the details, I want to start with an overview of what I call the 5 core truths of HCI, of human-computer interactions. And then we're going to unpack each one of those and go into them in more detail to learn how they determine your online success. So this learning system and the entire methodology that it teaches is based on these 5 core truths of HCI, and here they are. Truth number 1, much of our success in our endeavors in the world, and your success in your endeavors, has moved to and is now largely dependent upon what we're able to accomplish online. We now operate in a vastly interconnected world, and we're never going to go back. Core truth number 2, in that vast online world, real people make all the decisions. They are the driver of everything that happens or everything that doesn't happen. The interactions between humans and their devices, their panels of glass, are the determinants of our success or our failure. Core truth number 3, the fundamental challenge of HCI, of human-computer interactions and making them work for you, is the fact that all of that human activity is invisible. We can't see what users are doing with our interactive programs at any given moment. We can't see the source of our success because it's all hidden. Truth number 4, we all experience, in many cases to a large extent, some mix of agony and anticipation, disappointment and desire about our online results. We invest considerable time, effort, money, and honestly our own personal credibility in these online programs. But for reasons we can't explain, they don't meet expectations. They fall short, they miss their goals, sometimes by a lot. And again, the causes are hidden. Core truth number 5. Through the study of HCI, of human-computer interactions, all that your users attempt with your online systems can be made visible and can be made to work to their benefit and therefore to yours as well. I have 20 years of studying and applying this art and science, and I can show you how to make these principles work for you. The online industry has largely neglected this approach, so much of this will be new for you. Now that we've covered the 5 truths, let me tell you about this workshop, what it is and what it does. Think about how often and how well users engage that interface that you put in the world, and whether they engage it at all. That directly determines how successful you are in your endeavors online. This is true for the web, apps, software, social media, or any other digital interface. Clearly, as I've described, our online programs are central to our success in the world today. Less clear is precisely how those invisible human dynamics determine what happens online. Now, with this workshop and my HCI Mastermind Academy, you'll have the opportunity to discover a new and rigorous recipe for removing the fog and making the online world work for you. Since you're here, you've clearly decided that you intend to do the right thing for yourself, for your company and colleagues, and most importantly, for your users, for your customers, and for your prospects. With the Human-Computer Mastermind Academy and the system that's included, I teach professionals who own or create customer-facing, market-facing online programs. This is a chance for you to master the best methods for revealing and optimizing human-computer interactions with your users. As I mentioned, I've done this for the last 20 years all around the world with corporations, small business, creative agencies, independent professionals, individuals and hobbyists, nonprofits, and many others. This real-world, real-time, real people user experience methodology is proven to help anyone advance virtually any online goals or outcomes. And the workshop is designed to help you do just that. The workshop includes a comprehensive, innovative research process, an extensive professional learning platform, and an intensive online training program. I will guide you and your team, if you want them to participate, through a thorough assessment and analysis of your user-facing systems. And the Mastermind Academy offers much more than learning. It's a hands-on, show you how, walk you through your own programs and systems to rethink, rework, retune it all for greater success. The potential here is greater success, better outcomes for your endeavors, and ultimately more income, along with all the associated personal and professional benefits that help you be an effective entrepreneur, marketer, business owner, or artist. You'll end up serving your world better. You will get better as a professional as you discover how to rock what you do online. Here's how it works and how it will help you turn this pervasive, worldwide human-computer set of dynamics to your own advantage. What you're about to see is an introduction and an orientation to an extensive and comprehensive set of programs, modules, activities, lessons, resources, tools, processes, and methods. In a larger sense, this is an exploration of the full range of human-computer interactions, and at a practical level, it's about understanding users and how they interact with your online programs. It'll show you the key emotional, cognitive, and motivational aspects of online human behavior to help you better understand how to truly connect with buyers and users. From those basics, I'll then also reveal how to master more advanced approaches to get you to the next level. The e-workshop provides extensive, in-depth how-to that you can dive into deeply or sample and use as much as you need to. In this process of laying out a roadmap to online success, I've organized all of this into 4 sets of dynamics. First, the human as your users and customers, the computer as what you put behind the panels of glass that these humans are using, the interaction between the humans and their computers, there's this mysterious relationship between man and machine, and finally, the specific techniques and artful approaches to conducting a process of inquiry that'll make it all visible and actionable. Within these 4 sections on humans, computers, interactions, and the methods of inquiry, I'll reveal 11 different unifying principles and practices about the art and science of HCI. These are the bedrock, the foundation of everything that I offer, or anything that you might consider in your online connections with the world. These 11 principles will capture the art of masterful human-computer interaction design and implementation. The first 7 principles are found here in this workshop, and the other 4 I provide in a bonus at the end. More about that bonus later, but you'll definitely want to check that out, because it reveals and describes 4 fascinating and honestly rather new aspects of HCI. With the knowledge contained in that bonus and the tools in the workshop, you'll get a jump on the future and your competition. With this workshop and then the online Mastermind Academy that it introduces, I'll also show you and your team how these dynamics work and how to improve your results, meet your goals, and enhance your professional credibility. And I'll show you how to reinvent and tune all these interactions for the benefit of your users and ultimately yourself.